On February 24, 2026, President Donald Trump delivered the longest State of the Union address in U.S. history, clocking in at 108 minutes. Set against the backdrop of upcoming midterm elections and a nation celebrating its 250th anniversary, the speech was a study in contrasts, transitioning from a sunny first hour of economic optimism to a second hour of sharp partisan barbs. Drawing from the Wall Street Journal's analysis and primary reporting, here are the 5 key takeaways from the address. 1. The roaring economy versus public anxiety. Trump spent the first hour functioning as a salesman-in-chief, declaring that the U.S. is currently in a golden age and a turnaround for the ages. He touted several economic indicators. Inflation. He claimed inflation is plummeting. Fact check. While it eased to 2.4% in January 2026, it remains a point of contention for voters. Gas prices. He asserted that gas is below $2.30 in most states. Stock market. He highlighted that the market has hit 53 all-time highs since the 2024 election. Despite this optimism, polls show only a 39% approval rating on his handling of the economy, as many Americans continue to struggle with high utility bills, housing costs, and insurance premiums. 2. A double down on tariffs. One of the most significant policy moments involved the Supreme Court's recent 6-3 ruling, which struck down the president's sweeping tariff agenda. Trump did not back down. He called the ruling unfortunate, but announced he would maintain a 10% tariff on all imports for 150 days using different legal authorities. He claimed, implausibly, according to economists, that tariff revenue could eventually replace the federal income tax. Notably, he refrained from direct personal attacks on the justices in attendance, despite having previously criticized the families of his own nominees, Gorsuch and Barrett, over the ruling. 3. Foreign policy, shifts and silences. The speech revealed a shifting hierarchy of 4. Immigration as a moral and political wedge. Trump used graphic imagery and specific cautionary tales to frame his immigration policy. He invited family members of those killed by undocumented immigrants and introduced a 7-year-old girl injured in a car accident as evidence of the dangers of the border. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens. President Trump, 2026 SOTU. While he claimed the border is now secure, critics noted he omitted any mention of the U.S. Border Patrol, or IC, whose agents have been the face of his urban crackdown. 5. New domestic deliverables. With the midterms looming, Trump pivoted to new proposals aimed at kitchen table issues. Retirement. A proposal for retirement savings accounts for all Americans, featuring a $1,000 government match. Fraud. The launch of a new program to fight government fraud, to be chaired by Vice President J.D. Vance. Election law. A renewed push for federal laws requiring voter ID and limits on mail-in ballots. Comparison of economic indicators. Trump's claims versus data. Category Trump's claim reported data, early 2026. Gas prices below $2.30 in most states, national average $2.92. No state average below $2.30. Job growth. More people working than ever, 181,000 jobs added in 2025, lower than 2021 to 2024 levels. Inflation plummeting, eased to 2.4%. Utility and housing costs still rising.